Hi everyone, welcome to the South End Guy channel. Adam, this is just a quick vlog, just to give you some sort of update where I am with one or two things. This weekend just gone, I did a double recording, and it's quite some emotional stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail because the episodes I've recorded, those of you that follow me or friends with me on Facebook will have seen the live episode. Those of you that aren't, I did record it at the same time, so it'll be going up on the channel. Some, probably not until after Christmas, I think. I did try and think about running it this week, but the thing is, it wouldn't really make sense because it's part two of an investigation I did at St Andrew's Church. It's not related to the first investigation, but if for the episodes to make sense, you need to watch them one after the other. That makes sense. I hope so. Anyway, yeah. So this weekend, I also did a second part to Hornchurch Park. Now, as I say, this weekend has been quite emotional in a respect that the Hornchurch Park one, weather was rubbish, so I didn't really get a chance to stick around an area that I wanted to do. I wasn't getting too much responses, so we decided, with the weather encroaching upon us, to go back to the pillbox that I did the previous week. And when we'd finished our when we finished our episode, I was still recording and you can hear it, but out of nowhere I just started coughing, and my chest was feeling a bit heavy, and whatever was in me, I caused coughing up. I felt a bit weird. Yeah, just out of nowhere, it's a coughing fit, and then it went. So I can put it down to one or two things: either an insect had flown into my mouth, well, I probably would have noticed that, or the second thing, which some of you might be guessing, something trying to attach itself to me. Fortunately, I did say my prayer, my closing prayer, before I went, and once everyone else had gone, I sat in my car and I did several prayers whilst in there before I come home. And I felt fine after that, and I feel fine now. But it was just a really odd sensation that this cough just came out of nowhere, and as quick as it came, it went. And the heaviness on my chest took a little bit longer to go. But yeah, it's just a really odd sensation, one that I've not been used to. I mean, I've seen other people, when I've done investigations, happen to them. You know, it's happened to myself. It's yeah, I sort of understood a bit better then. And then on the second recording I did at St Andrews, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I really want you to watch it. It's one of the best, I would say, along with the third part to Canby. Well, actually, the second part of Canby was great. But the third part to Canby, which I think is out this week, if not, it'll be very shortly. I got clear sort of evidence of activity related to stories that I'd read online on Paranormal Database and that sort of thing. It was yeah, I believe in what I found over Canby could have matched what the stories were, although I never saw any physical apparitions. There was a similar sort of thing with St Andrews. As I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I did get to what I believe to be clear evidence that the stories that come out were based on facts. But that was probably the most emotionally connected I felt to a job, to an investigation. It's yeah, as I said, I want to keep the details out because I don't want to spoil it. But it was when we finished, I did feel quite emotional over it, and it was a positive emotional. Hoping that I've done something something good, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, we all try and do good things, and for whatever reasons, I started the paranormal thing. If I can do stuff like that, then great. So yeah, that's the paranormal content. There's also the Halloween episode, which will be this Saturday, will be done at Hadley Castle. That's just for those of you that missed my either don't follow me on Facebook or but basically those of you who don't follow me on Facebook or missed the episode that I did live on Sunday night, we did a draw, and I told Tracy, because obviously you've seen Tracy and Rick have been joining me on a lot of my adventures now, and what I said to Tracy was that if you can put some ideas into a hat, so that's sites that I've done, anything that took her interest, put them all into a hat, and then we'll do a draw, and then that site will go and investigate. So it could be anything from, Canuden Island with that Canuden, which everyone goes on about for Halloween because it's well reported about the police shutting the area off and so on. To let's say the first site I did, which was Cash as well. So it could be anything, or could have been anything. And as the draw happened, we are actually going back to Hadley Castle. So I'm kind of glad that I kept away from Hadley, because if you remember, I did one episode there and I left it at part one because I knew that wasn't the end of it, that I would be going back. There we go. He got pulled out of the hat. So well, looking forward to that. Again, we'll be going live on. I want to try and do it on YouTube. That's what I'm hoping to do. And I can run the channel through Facebook so people can watch it on there. That's the plan. So yeah, paranormal episodes, as I say, I've had quite an emotional weekend with the investigations we've done just Saturday and Sunday. Halloween, going to Hadley Castle. Future content is going to include Epping Forest. There's quite a few places I want to check out over there, so I'm probably going to do a whole weekend on that one. I am going to go back to Hornchurch Park as well. It's such a big area. There's a lot, there's still old buildings there left from the Second World War. And past that, if we can get out of these tier 2, tier 3, I know Southend's tier 1, but for what it's worth, it might as well be tier 2, same as everywhere else. Not that I want it to be, obviously, but if it's tier 2 and tier 3 crap, that's, I cannot do any, there's no two ways about it, I cannot do any internal investigations. I haven't been offered any yet, but that's where we're at. So if someone in Benfleet, Basildon, Chelmsford says to me, can you come and do an internal investigation, I can't do it. Not that I want them to say that anyway, but you know what I mean. So until people get their sensible caps on and realise that this virus thing isn't quite as realise it for what it is, I think would be the best term, rather than what they think it is, and we can get out of this rubbish and get back to normal, then I can probably do internal stuff. So until then, it's all going to be external. As I said, Epping Forest is one. I understand for reading other bits that Romford, around that area, is highly haunted. So there's areas we can check out there. And then moving further afield, I've got plans to go down to Kent, so I've got friends down there. So I'm just going to go and see them as well and do some investigations. I mean, although I said I can't do internal places, there is still public buildings. So we're talking, Dover Castle, which I understand is haunted to the nines. And there's lots of old buildings with public access that I can check out as well. So that's where the channel's going from a paranormal point of view. I've got to put a dashcam compilation together. There's going to be one of them coming up soon. Also, within the next 2 weeks, I'm going my car's back on the road now. Fortunately, the bikes have had to come off. Again, the lack of funding, I may have explained throughout my videos. You know, well, I've only got the one job, so I'm on 60% of my regular income. You know, I've got to make certain cuts. So with this stupid pandemic going on as long as it has, me still being out of work, the original plan was when we locked down back in March, I thought, well, the car's, the insurance is going to run out, so on. I don't need the car, really. It's only, you know, DJing the only time I really need it. Ben's ain't got it. I thought, well, I'm off board the car. I can get about on the bikes through spring, summer. Thinking, well, come the summer, we'll be back on, you know, work will be back, which hasn't happened. So I've literally gone for all the summer, now into autumn. And then, lo and behold, insurance, MOT, tax, you know, they're running out of my bike. So what I've done, same with the car back in March, I've now mothballed the bikes, and probably until next sort of February when a couple of bills have been sorted and I can get them back on the road. So it's car only. Moving on with that, being car only means I can introduce you lot to my Saab. You know, it's nothing special, but I love the motor. You know, technically it's my third Saab. I've had access to 4 of them over the past few years, but yeah, it's my third. Yeah, technically it's my third Saab. So I'll introduce you to that, and I'll do a little road test so you can get an idea of what my driver's like. Also, I've just done a road test on an Africa Twin, the 2020 version. Again, those that are familiar with me know how much I love the Africa Twin, and I loved the original one when it came out. The updates they've done take you through to 19, particularly with the DCT gearbox. So now they have a 2020 model, which has got a lot of new stuff on it, which the previous models didn't have. Again, I'm not going to say a lot. You'll have to wait for that to come out, but that should be within the next week, 10 days, so it won't be far off. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. If I can get any more road tests in, I will. If I can persuade. The Honda's not too bad, because I know the guys at Bellevue, and I know how much I love the bike. You know, it's just a no-brainer when they put the thing out for test rides from experienced riders, which is exactly what I did. I wasn't able to take it off the road this time, unfortunately. But as I say, there's something else I'll discuss when I'm going out on the road test. If I can get any more in, great. You know, if there's any other dealers or anything like that that's out there, would like me to do a road review of any new machines, any existing machines, anything like that, great. I'm only too happy to go and do it. So yeah, that's where we're at. Paranormal investigations coming up, ones I've done, road tests. Yeah, there we go. So all good. So that's just a vlog update, so you know where I'm at. And yeah, don't forget, this Thursday, new episode, 6 o'clock. Watch it, you'll love it, I hope. If you do love it, give us a thumbs up. If you've got any ideas, any suggestions like that, obviously drop comments, you know, and we'll get back to it. So that's where we're at. We'll see you Thursday, and shortly after that, I think. Take care. We'll see you again. Bye bye.